Hello again. Let us discuss further importance or basic objective or goals of nomenclature in chemistry. So earlier I discussed what exactly the nomenclature is and how technically as well as scientifically we can define nomenclature. So further let us discuss some important goals of nomenclature or why chemical nomenclature is required anyhow. So as I discussed earlier, nomenclature is nothing but simply naming of any chemical compound or chemical substances or any of their derivatives. So it is just to give a valid, universally acceptable and official name to a chemical compound or their derivatives. Now the nomenclature have some very important objectives or goals which you can see I have mentioned them right on the board. So I will discuss all these objectives and goals of nomenclature one by one and also elaborate and explain each of them. So the very first goal of nomenclature of any chemical compound or a chemical substance is to give a name to that particular chemical. As you can see here, the very first goal of nomenclature, I also mentioned that here also, is to give name within a bracket valid, unique and sole bracket close to chemicals. So this is the very first and very important objective or goal of a chemical nomenclature. So what ultimately this is? So this is as per the definition which I have discussed earlier, that nomenclature means to give the naming or give a name to an organic compound which is as per certain guideline, and all these guidelines are the official ones and helps to give the a particular name or a specific name to a chemical compound. So as per this very first aim or the goal, this indicates that nomenclature or the importance is that the nomenclature involves giving name to chemical compounds. So what type of name the chemical nomenclature helps to give a chemical or compound or its derivative? The very first is a valid name. So whatever the nomenclature we are using to give the name to an organic compound or any chemical substance, that name must be valid, and it must be unique and a sole name of that particular chemical. Now, I here use the three terms valid, unique, and sole. So, this is the characteristic of the name. Now, this is very important thing, that as the nomenclature involve giving name to any chemicals, so what is the characteristic of that name is, that characteristic of that name is the name must be valid. Whatever the name is given to any chemical substance, the name must be valid, it must be unique, and it is a sole name given to that particular chemical compound or a chemical substance. So these are the three very important characteristics of the name which is given to any chemical substance, and whatever the name is given, it must be valid. Valid means the name must be officially recognized. Valid means the name must be officially recognized. Unique means that name must be belongs to that particular chemical compound, and that name should not be given to any other chemical compound. That is, that particular name should not be given to any other chemical compound. Now, what is the sole means? Sole name. Sole name means this particular name is somewhat similar to the uniqueness or the unique name given to that particular compound, and sole means the name, whatever the name given to that chemical compound should not be similar to the name as the one given to any other chemical compound. So these all are the three very important characteristics of nomenclature, or the very important characteristic must be considered while giving name to any chemical compound. So as we know that as per the IUPAC rule, there are certain set of rules are there which are ultimately be considered before giving name to any chemical compound, and once we are following that particular set of rule to give name to any chemical compound, we ultimately achieve the goal. We ultimately achieve the goal, which is the very first one, is to give the name, and whatever the name we are giving, it is the same and the similar as I have mentioned in the very first point in the characteristic itself, that the name must be valid, unique, and sole. And this is how ultimately we are giving the name to any chemical compound. And while giving the name, we have to follow the set of rules which are laid down by the official authority. And as per while giving the name, we all know that we have to follow the IUPAC nomenclature in order to give the name. So it is a very necessary to follow the set of rules which are officially be laid down. And once we are following that particular rule, whatever the name we are giving to the chemical, or whatever the name which is given to the chemical, is automatically valid. Whatever the name we are giving, it is valid, and the name is a unique one, and it is the sole name given to the chemical. So this is the very first important characteristic of the nomenclature. Now let us move toward our next point. The next point states that the nomenclature helps to identify, or it helps in identification of chemicals by their name. So anyhow, once we are giving the name to any chemical compound or any chemical substances or any chemical derivative, so while we are giving a name, which as I stated, that name is a valid, unique, and the sole name. So once any chemical compound is having a valid or a unique or a sole name, that particular name is then be further used for the identification of that particular chemical compound by the name. So here, once a specific name is given to any chemical compound, that specific name will help us to identify that particular chemical compound from other chemicals only on the basis of their name. Now, what I here stated that it helps in the identification of chemical. So here the identification purpose I only discuss here that nomenclature helps in identification of chemicals by their name. By their name means whatever the name is given to any chemical compound, the nomenclature is only helps to identify that chemical compound only by the name. That name is ultimately be used for the identification, and here the identification term is not gives any doesn't mean that this identification involves any physical or chemical identification of chemical compound. Rather, the nomenclature helps in identification of any chemical compound by their name. And how this will happen, or how an identification can be done? Because if anything is having a very unique name, a varied name which is officially accepted, that things can be easily be discriminated from one to other, and this ultimately helps us in identification. So, as per the point 2, the importance of nomenclature is to help identification of chemicals by their name. Now, let us look into the third one. The third characteristic or the important goal of nomenclature is to differentiate one molecule from other molecule without any confusion. So now this is a very important characteristic of nomenclature, or it is a very important goal of nomenclature, that chemical nomenclature, once we are giving a chemical name to any compound or any chemical substance, here I have mentioned that molecules means a chemical compound or a chemical substance or a derivative. So a nomenclature must, whatever the name is given to any chemical compound, and when it is given in accordance with the set of rules laid down by the official authorities, that set of rules, the name given by the set of rules, will ultimately helps to differentiate one chemical compound from other chemical compounds without any confusion. And why there is no confusion? The reason for the no confusion here is that because whatever the name is given to, or given to any chemical compound, that particular name is given to that particular chemical compound, it is not shared, and that name is not similar to any other chemical compound. So on the basis of name, we can differentiate one chemical compound from other chemical compounds without any confusion. Because why there is no confusion? As I have discussed here, once we are giving a very definite and very precise name on the basis of set of rules, we ultimately able to discriminate, we are able to differentiate one chemical compound from any other chemical compound, and once we are following that particular rule, there is no chance of confusion. Let us look into the next point. The next point state that nomenclature helps in minimizing, or it helps in minimize error in naming or identification of chemical compounds with respect to geographical limits. Now, so this point also states that when a particular name, or when a very specific chemical name is given to any chemical compound, as the name is valid and it is officially acceptable, or it is officially accepted, that name which is given by following the set of rule is beyond, or it is accepted beyond the boundary of any geographical limit. Now what is, so this means the name of chemical compound, whatever or whatsoever is given officially, that name should not be changed, or there should not be any discrimination in the name of that particular chemical compound or its derivative from territory to territory or from one country to other country. That means that name or whatever the chemical name is given as per the laid down rule, that name is specific and it is unique, and it is officially accepted or universally accepted, and it is not discriminated or differentiated from one country to other country. So this is also a very important aim or goal of the nomenclature, is that whatever the name is given to any chemical compound, that name is not differentiated or it is discriminated only on the basis of certain geographical territories or the limit. So this indicates the name. There should not be any misinterpretation in the name of any chemical compound or its derivative when they are named according to the rules laid down anyhow, or the rules which are used for the nomenclature of any chemical compound. The next point, and this is the last one, is the to wipe ambiguity in naming of chemicals or their derivative. So once a specific name is given, or when a particular name is given to any chemical compound, so once the name is given as per the official valid protocols or official valid set of rule, so this will also helps to wipe off any opacity or ambiguity in the name of any chemical compounds. So these all are the rules which are ultimately or these are all are the importance or the goals of nomenclating any chemical compound accordingly.